I'd like to tell a story about something that happened yesterday. I had some guests come in our restaurant. There were two extreme cases, and I think it was a little more than just Tourette's, but the Tourette's they definitely had it. They were swinging their arms, they were screaming at the top of their lungs. Our restaurant's a steakhouse, and it's a little more formal. People don't expect that in that kind of environment. And to be honest with you, when I heard them at the front door, the two young boys come in, I had to stop, take a breath, because as a restaurant owner, you're like, first thing you think of, oh my goodness, my guests, right? We sat them down at a table. I went and saw them, and I could have taken two roads. I could have taken a road of please be quiet, or but I know that you can't stop this. And I went to the table and I said, I want you to know that you're my VIP guest tonight, and don't you worry about anybody else in this restaurant. You're here for us, and whatever you need, don't worry about it. I'll handle the rest of the guests, because they were very uncomfortable. They said they already started apologizing when they came in. And I said, no, I want to make this a special night. These two boys had not been out in a nice restaurant in a long time. I don't know, forever. They just said this is a very big day for them. The bottom line at the end of the experience, checking with their meals, making sure it was all right for them. The kids were screaming the whole time. We had guests all around, and I wasn't watching the table. I was watching the guests, because that was my concern, that something may happen. Something amazing happened. All the guests watched, and they ate, and they just let it go. No one said it, because usually they'll complain. Believe me, in the restaurant industry, if someone's doing something wrong, they'll call me to the table and, hey, we've got a problem here. This is unacceptable. I don't pay for this. I'm paying, it's an expensive meal. I went to everybody, and I went to all the tables that are around there. There was about 6 tables. I went to each one and I said, I just want to thank you so much. I said, you are doing more now. This isn't just a meal for you today. I said, you're giving these 2 kids over here a gift by letting them eat in a restaurant like this, by not making their experience negative. And they all said, no problem, we understand. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect the guests to say no problem. And the one guest it was a table of 6. They had 3 kids and 3 adults. And I said, we're pretty lucky. I said, I have kids as well. And I said, we're pretty lucky that we don't have that. And I talked to all the tables, and they came and they hugged me, and one table hugged me. The caregivers cried at the end. We turned an amazing experience. But the biggest thing I got out of this was the people around were very accepting. And I don't think 15 years ago that would have happened. And it's pretty emotional, and my staff cried, and
it follows them.
well, the people that were with them
severe,
were so happy, because they are so used to being abused when they go into places. It was really cool. It was really cool.